Gators will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw. It's Fox. Now adjusting. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hums it downfield. All by himself. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play-action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Takes the handoff. It's Murray. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to take off. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the 1st. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
White going to attack through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they have the first points of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Fox. Finds his man, it's Fowler. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
And I'm not going to blame this quarterback if he's not looking back this guy's way. I mean, early in the game, he's given him several opportunities to catch the football. He hasn't made plays. And I think as a quarterback, sometimes you lose a little bit of confidence, and you'll start looking elsewhere.
Under fire. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. The Trojans will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. White wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 25. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Calls his own number. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take it.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Fox. He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency that...
Turning it on! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. To the air, it's Fox. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Let's it fly. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it along the sideline. Open spaces. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Pulls it in. It's Fowler. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. To the air. It's Fox. Buys a little extra time. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
Got a man. It's Wormley. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Trojans. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The short hands, it's Williams. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Rushes on him. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on second down. The short hands, it's Wormley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and was able to make the tackle for us.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Here's a heat. He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And that's what defense is all about, understanding the situation. It's 3rd and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the 4th down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an earth. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. White going to attack through the air. Makes the catch. It's Murray. Oh, he's got some space. Rimmed out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Wormley. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Try and play action. Pocket breaking down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Wormley. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Makes the catch. It's Wormley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Complete to the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between these two.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking to pass, it's Fox. Buying some time. Pulls it in. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Beck's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to scramble. Going right and going deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Gators sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Gators headed quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping. And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost. all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! Extra point here will tie the game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Quarterback may change this route. The toss to the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. White wants to throw it. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like...
There he goes! Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead with the 6.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Snags it down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll give it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right, going to attack through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Really great job and coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Wolf. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break.
Reels it in on the left side. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. He's now over 150 yards on the day. They're finding ways to get him the ball, much like the Gators did in 07, getting it to Percy Harvin, who had 100-yard receiving games and 100-yard rushing games that year.
He was just such a weapon. When you got weapons...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Fires it. That's caught. It's Wormley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Fox. Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got some room, it was over.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's Wormley. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Looking to throw, it's Fox. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Running to the left. And some room to work. Hits a seam wide open. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Bringing the heat. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
White wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Florida! They've got the lead here in the fourth. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Under fire. Caught near the sideline, it's Wormley. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out. He goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano a mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Buys a little time. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball?
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Dropping back, it's Fox. The quick out. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Trojans in the hurry-up. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level.
Makes the grab on the shot. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior. They decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Second down, he'll throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. We're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield. Sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
With a second and long. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. White going to attack through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. On to punt it away. Though he coughed it up and got it back, but he didn't get it to the first down
You know, the worst thing that can happen to return men is muffing punts, fumbling it, putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. One word to describe this guy: unstoppable. Over 150 yards receiving, and he is putting the gold into that Cardinal and gold.
Yeah, and they do such a good job with it.
Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Quarterback keeps it. Runs through the tackle. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Murray. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Wants to adjust the pattern. White wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot, like make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll take it himself.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. He'll pull it down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gator! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start not kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Going downfield for the big play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Gotta find a completion on this one. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. You want to talk about building confidence and coming through with clutch plays. Making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.